The story of this film begins with a girl named Mandy. By the way, she was very beautiful, but her nose was very long, which no one liked. She was so courageous that she did not feel any deficiency in herself, and this thing shocked others a lot, due to which she was repeatedly made fun of and made to feel this deficiency. One day Mandy gets ready and goes to her office party where all her friends have come. When she reaches the party, the girls working with her make fun of her, but she ignores their words and enjoys the party. Now all the people are given wine, which was in quite big glasses. Because of her long nose, Mandy asks the waiters to bring me wine in a small glass because I will have trouble drinking it. Instead of listening to him, the waiter makes fun of his nose in front of everyone and says that there are no small glasses, and if you have a long nose, what can we do? You have to drink from it. Mandy gets very angry at the waiter's words, but she still controls herself, and when she starts drinking from this glass, her friend jokingly hits her on the head, due to which the alcohol falls on her clothes and Mandy leaves in anger. Her friends do not miss any opportunity to disturb him. She was so worried that she didn't even want to go home. She goes to her sister's house, who already knows all her problems and takes care of Mandy in every way. She tells Mandy that if she wants, she can have a nose job and can introduce her to a very good and cheap surgeon. But Mandy forbade him to come to her house because she was afraid of the surgery. Mandy lived in a rented house with a woman who, like her other friends, made fun of her and never left an opportunity to upset her. She still makes fun of him, but poor Mandy quietly goes to sleep in her room and starts crying in the room. In this scene, we see that when Mandy goes to the office, there is a boy who likes Mandy very much, but she does not know it. As soon as she reaches the office, her boss calls him to her room and asks him to make tea. While she is making tea, the girls who work with her come and tease her a lot and make fun of her, but Mandy quietly makes the tea and leaves, and respectfully puts tea in front of her boss. But instead of praising her, her boss tells her many things. When Mandy returns home from the office, she starts crying a lot because of all this, and she decides that now I will get my nose surgery done no matter what. In the morning, she goes to her sister's house and asks for the surgeon's number, which her sister gives her. Now Mandy goes to the surgeon and he examines her nose. The surgeon tells her that it is not a difficult task. Her nose can be fixed, which will make you look very beautiful. The surgeon tells her that you are coming for the surgery at night, and she is very happy to hear this. Mandy returns home and waits impatiently for nightfall. That surgeon is not a doctor, but he is doing all this in an illegal way. At night, when Mandy reaches him, the surgeon is drunk. He gives Mandy an anesthetic injection and starts to perform the surgery, but then two people come there who start threatening the surgeon. The surgeon takes money from the people he drugs, and those people come to get their money back. The surgeon gives them some money and asks them to leave, and also says that I will return your money very soon. But those people do not listen to him because they came to teach him a lesson. One of the men grabs the surgeon while the other approaches Mandy, who is lying unconscious. The man removes the cloth from Mandy's face and starts performing the surgery himself, although the surgeon forbids him, but he does not listen to him. The man takes a knife and cuts off Mandy's entire nose, and the other man beats the surgeon badly, and after doing this they both leave. The surgeon manages himself and comes to Mandy and looks at him. As soon as he removes the cloth from her face, he is horrified that the man had cut Mandy's nose in a very strange way, and he had taken the nose with him. The surgeon is very scared, and he quickly packs his things and runs away from there, because it seemed to him that Mandy might be dead, and the police would catch her in the morning. Mandy had been unconscious for 2 days. Then as soon as she regained consciousness, she called out to the surgeon, but the surgeon had run away. As soon as she sees her face in the mirror, she is quite surprised and scared because her face did not have a nose. She quickly ties her nose and somehow comes home from there. After coming home, she asks for help from the woman who lives with her, but she is very scared seeing her condition and asks her to leave the house. Mandy tries to explain to her a lot, but that woman is not ready to help her and starts running away from there. Mandy gets so angry that she picks up a knife and stabs the woman in the stomach, and at the same time the woman dies. Mandy enjoys doing this because the woman also makes fun of him. She was getting a lot of peace by taking her revenge, and at the same time, she was very angry with those people who had made her life a torment and who were responsible for his condition. She was also considering her sister as responsible for all this, because she was the one who sent him to the surgeon. Now in this scene, Mandy comes to her sister's house and makes her unconscious. As soon as she regains consciousness, she shows the mirror to her sister and says that today I have disfigured your face as you have done to mine. And as soon as she says this, she twists and breaks her sister's neck bone, from which her sister dies. Now Mandy leaves because after all this she had no place to stay, and the police had to suspect her. She goes to spend the night in a park where she drinks and falls asleep. The next morning, when her eyes open, she sees many people around her, whom she is afraid to see. She asks those people, "Who are you all?" Those people tell him that we brought you here after seeing your condition and want to help you. They ask Mandy many questions to which she tells them all the truth. They give Mandy a mask to put on her face, which she is very happy to wear and leaves without saying anything. In this scene, Mandy wears a mask and goes to her office to take revenge on those people who used to make fun of her. She first kills the girl sitting at the counter by thrusting a pin into her throat, and then kills a worker who came in front of her by stabbing her in the face. Now she starts killing all those people who once made fun of her with great cruelty one by one. By doing this, she was having a lot of fun and was also getting peace because these were all the people who were bothering him a lot and were responsible for his condition. Now she goes to a club where everyone makes fun of her. She kills a man by sticking a stick in his face and kills the rest of the people there one by one. He was getting a lot of pleasure doing this. Now all the people were looking at her as her enemy, and she even came out and killed a man very mercilessly. He was also very angry that why only beautiful people are important in this world, and why people don't let those who are less beautiful to live. That's why she was beating all the people who came in front of her, and she was getting a lot of pleasure in doing so. In this scene, she ties up a man and drives a drill into his head and kills a girl by holding her hair and putting her face in a commode. She had become so ruthless that people were running away from her for their lives. By doing this, he did not know how many people were killed. Especially, she used to make beautiful girls so ugly that there was no need to kill them, and she used to kill herself by looking at herself in the mirror. Now he had done away with all those people who were bothering him. Only her office boss was left because her boss was not there on the day she went to kill her in the office. In this scene, we see Mandy in a forest where her boss has come to spend a vacation with her two friends. She picks up a piece of wood and rams it into her friend's stomach, causing her to die there, and seeing this, her boss and other friends run away. Soon Mandy catches the other friend and cuts off her foot with an axe and gives it to him to eat. When she refuses to do so, he cuts her throat with an axe. Now she reaches her boss and Mandy wants to give her the most dangerous death. She first ties both her hands and feet with a rope and thrusts a pair of grass shears into her stomach, which ruptures her stomach and she dies. Mandy pulls out his stomach intestines and starts playing and jumping with him, which clearly shows that she is now completely crazy. After killing her boss, Mandy has a separate pleasure. Now she calls an expert surgeon and goes to meet him where that surgeon promises her that I will fix your nose. 3 months later, Mandy is very happy to see her nose in the mirror because the surgeon had successfully operated on her, and one of her defects was also completed today. She decides to marry the boy who liked her in the office, because this boy liked her even in her bad form, and she happily goes with this boy. With this film and its story ends. You must give your valuable feedback in the comments section on how you like this movie and its story. Thank you.